Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Don Aslam. I'm a 700k funded trader, and in this video I'm going to be showing the simple methods that can get you also as well. Keep watching. Okay guys, so without wasting any time, I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to be using gold for the example. I'm going to be applying the break and retest strategy, which I think is by far the best strategy and the most simple strategy in the world. I mean, when it comes to risk to reward, identifying the key levels, the simplicity of it, it's combined with the results that you get at the out of 10 trades, 20 trades. It's absolutely insane. Highly recommended. Now let's get straight into it. Now if I had to start all over again, if I had to, let's just say I'm speaking to you right directly, and the one who's watching the video, guy, if you had to start all from a point where what advice I could give to you, as someone who's had multiple payouts, passed multiple challenges, and of course even failed some here and there, especially most of them in the beginning of my journey, how would I go about it and what would I advise? And these things here, guys, is number one. It's none of these are more important than the other one. Each one is as powerful as each steer. I can't put enough emphasis, guys. Risk management, I'm going to be breaking down every single one. Discipline, risk management, patience, how bad do you want it, obsession, and collecting data and journaling. Now this is a good video, guys, you don't want to miss. Watch the full video and you will see what I mean and why I'm able to always have such a high success rate passing these challenges, right? I'm going to be showing you my own collected data. This is for GJ. Over 500 trades worth of data collected. Well, here we got for over 500 days. One blue line to blue line is 1 week. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is for US 30, guys, right? This is for US 30. I've applied the same strategy that I've been doing, and now I'm trying to scalp in the same strategy, but for US 30. Now, this is on Friday, guys. This was a 77% gain. How insane is that? How insane is that? I'm going to be breaking down every little thing. On this particular day, I'm still back testing it. 77 trades taken, but if you look at the gain, 29% gain for the day. This one, 16% gain for the day, 15% gain of the day. If I just show you another one as well, this is for US 30. I showed you for GJ. Now this is for oil. Now what you're seeing here, guys, these are percentages gained on that day. Right, this is from back testing. Then I applied it, and then I started applying it to on my live trades. And if I even show you, this is the Discord community. By the way, guys, if you are interested in a one-to-one mentorship, this is where I post the live trades in front of 877 members live. The losses, the wins, everything posted, full transparency. As you can see here, this was a 1 to 8 I caught on oil. As you can see here, 1 to 8 are clean. I want to go even further. These are the winning trades, but if I show you live trades, okay, this was another one. I mean, they go on and on, not just from myself, the other students as well in the mentorship. But this is the free community, but the mentorship was here. As you can see, experienced trades, of course, there's no such thing as a 100% win rate strategy. These are the losing trades, where you can see them as well. Funded certificates from myself, one student showing his payout, certificates from the other students, other members, and it's all about just inspiring, keeping everyone motivated, because trading is a very lonely space. And the whole idea of creating this community, guys, was providing value, right? And also where no one can feel like it creates a lot of frustration. So this was the whole idea. But yeah, link will be in the video description if you are interested in the one-to-one. Now coming back to the point, so this is something I was trying on oil, right? Now I was trying this on my personal broker IC markets, and it was working very well, right? Catching these 1 to 8s, and then I came up with the idea, but the spreads with prop firms, they're not the best, guys. That's why I only trade oil on my personal account. Then I came up with the idea, let me try scalping this stuff. So then what I did was, I thought what I'll do is grab a small 10k account. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I always like to, if I'm refining a strategy or tweaking it, I like to purchase a small little 10k account, and then I like to see where improvements can be made. And what happened with that was, if I just show C Trader, and this is a small 10k account. Now this is interesting. It was a small 10k account, and as you can see, it went into drawdown first. Now the reason it went into drawdown first, as you can see clearly here, if you look at it, guys, oil, right? Because like I mentioned, the spreads were not good on oil. Spreads here were really bad. Now all these losses. When do I start winning? As soon as I bring US 30. There was one win here from US oil, but that was, you know, I was only risking 0.5% per trade. But then I came across, you know, I thought let me apply it to US 30 because it was looking very good. Caught a 123. Now look at this guy. This is on the, you know, like this is on the, as you can see, this one. I mean, how long did this trade take? If you look on the, I mean, look at this, guys. Few minutes and it just tanks. I mean, this was insane. I was thinking of taking partials, but I didn't, because I don't, at this stage, guys, I don't care if I blow these accounts, right? This is why I've stuck the students in the mentorship know. I'm always letting it, you know, like I make this very, is like even known on in my channel. I stack up all these little 10k accounts because these are the accounts. I don't mind if I blow them. I don't care if I pass them, I pass them, right? But it's like, this is where science lab is. This is where I'm making the mistakes, making the adjustment. And that's what I want to mention. You know, it's collecting data, right? It's all about collecting data and know where you can go wrong. Let's see another one. Again, look at this winner here, guys. From here, took a sell and the market just tanks all the way down here. Now I'm only looking, this was only a 1 to 2, guys. This was a 1 to 3. Got some out of the trades, some early, just I didn't like them. But I'm applying the same strategy on a different time frames and different trading instrument. And it was about 3% in drawdown, then just brought the balance back up to break even. Now I'm not trading this account anymore. I'm just gonna start applying it to my bigger account. But I might still come here just to, if I want to still experiment. And so I'm doing this on I did this on the 10k account. That's enough. Like what I've done there, it's enough for me to know that, okay, you know, I'm gonna move on, and now I'm gonna bring you onto a 50k account. So again, it's collecting data. You've got to be able to have the data. That's where the confidence comes from. If you don't have the confidence, you're gonna make, you know, you're gonna buckle. You know, if you take 2-3 losses, it's not gonna, things are gonna go sideways, right? So that's for collecting data. Now patience, let's quickly get the patience over and done with. Patience, guys, I can't emphasize how important this is as well. With patience, guys, you're gonna lose, you're gonna win, right? But patience is going to be applied to both. If you're winning, you don't get euphoria and just dive back in the trade and have, you know, risk a lot. You gotta have the patience to keep things to like in control, right? You gotta have the discipline to keep everything in control. I can't emphasize 3 things will make you successful: patience, discipline, and risk management. In discipline, when it comes to discipline, guys, if you don't have applied discipline outside of trading somewhere in anything, right? I'll give you one example of mine. I post a video every 2 days. I post a video every 2 days. That's discipline, right? That's discipline. If you go to the gym and you're not late and you're on time, and if you say I'm going to be in the gym for 2 hours, right, and then but you end up being in the gym for like 3 hours or the time less, you know, well, depending if you get your workout completed earlier, that's discipline. If you're in, you know, if you're at university right now, you go to your lectures late, you know, that's not discipline. If you're on a diet and you keep breaking that diet, you're breaking the discipline. You gotta, and this is one tip, guys, if you want to apply discipline in trading, check, are you applying discipline outside of trading? Because if you're not, this ain't gonna work. Another one, you know, for risk, and I was actually having this chat we was on in the mentorship. We was on a group call. There was only probably like, I would say about 8 of us or 6 of us, small little group, and we were just speaking about how important the importance of discipline and different ways you can apply it. And that's, you know, one shortcut there, guys. You know, little advice: if you want to apply discipline in trading, are you even applying discipline in other areas? Because if you're not applying it in about more than 5 things, then, you know, it's not going to work in this. This can't be your number one. Like, this is the only thing you're applying discipline in, and you're not applying discipline anywhere else. This is one of the hardest things you're ever going to do in life. Check if you're applying discipline in more than 5 things in your life, then the other things will become easy to apply discipline. Then come to trading, and then if you lose a trade, naturally you'll be like, wait a minute, why am I about to enter again? I'm not even following my rules. Why do I need to enter? You got to be smart about it, right? It's you got to like apply what you want to apply in trading, right? Check, are you applying in your general you know, daily life? Are you doing that? When you go meet your relatives and friends, are you meeting them on time, or are you always late? You know, so that's one, you know, one way. If you go to job interviews, you know, did you go to your job interview late? Do you go to work late? So that's one thing, you know, sort the discipline outside of trading first, and then bring that into trading. Obsession, how bad do you want it, right? Now, the reason this is super important is because how many people come into trading, they might, you know, have this phase of, you know, trying to be, I want to be called a trader, I want to do this, get rich quick, you know, think it's the get rich quick scheme, excuse me, and then they think, okay, after 1 week it doesn't go, things go sideways, and then they leave it, right? That means they're not obsessed. It was always about the money. You can't think about the money, think about the skill, building that, building that skill, and that's where you're gonna get the confidence from after you've collected the data. Everything comes in line, guys. Everything has to be in line. You know, journaling after you lose trades, win trades. Again, discipline. You know, are you journaling every day after your trading session? question, right? Even if you have a losing streak, even though you don't want to journal, right? Are you still, bringing that discipline to journal? That's one thing that you can do straight away, guys. Place 3-4 trades for the day, or how many opportunities the market shows, and then apply. It doesn't matter if you're on a 5-trade losing streak. I don't care. Are you applying the discipline? Journal. So all these things come hand in hand: patience, discipline, now risk management. Now I want to go into risk management again, but speaking last thing before I move on, obsession is the only thing. Once you get things wrong and things don't go your way, they go sideways, and you have there's lots of obstacles in your way. Obsession is the only thing that's going to keep you going. That's fact. There's 3-4 times I wanted to quit this. It's one of the hardest things you can ever do. It don't matter if you're an engineer, doctor, doesn't matter how smart you are. When you come to trading, guys, you'll get tested in a totally different way, and that's true, 100%. Now when it comes to risk management, what risk management methods are you applying? I pretty much in my mentorship showed up to 5 different methods. I'll show you one right now. So example, this is how I look at the markets, and this is why back testing, collecting data. This is US30, this is GJ, this is oil, XTI, USD, and this is gold, right? This is why collecting data is super important. I have a fixed stop loss with a fixed TP. Now the way I look at it is, once I'm in a trade, I'll give you an example, right? This is one example. You could, of course we've heard the typical, break even, take partials, which is, it's good. But when do you apply? When do I apply, taking partials? When would I apply a trailing stop loss? If I see in general, on average, let me see if I can pick out an example here. So the US30 is a perfect example because I'm going to be applying this. But example, let's check this move out here. As you can see, guys, I'm a big believer in key levels. I've combined key levels, break and retest all together, and that's what I teach in my one-to-one mentorship. So as you can see here, guys, look, if I were to call the move from here, this is marked as a loss, but let's see where we can see a winner from here. And if I were to call this winner all the way down, so on average I can see, let's just say all I can see is this big picture, right? This is the bigger picture, and I can see on average oil moves insane, right? That's why I'm catching these 1 to 8. I'm an intraday trader, but I might even start bringing scalping into it as well, just the opportunities that are presenting on with US30. But what I'm seeing here, guys, is on average oil moves a lot. So what does that mean? That means I should, apply, a trailing stop loss. I should follow. Now, if there's always low volume in the markets, depending on what trading instrument you're trading, if there's always low volume, why am I going to apply trailing stop loss? It doesn't make sense. Market's not moving that much. Rather than that, I'd just grab the 1 to 2 and exit. Get in, get out quick, finish. This will just keep the stress to a minimum. And sometimes even when you have the longer trades, even that keeps the stress to the minimum, because once you're in the trade, you just set and forget and you move on. But if you look at this, for example, here is a clear buy entry, right? Here is a clear buy entry, breakout, bullish breakout, strong bullish candle. Now here, once price comes up to the key level, you can just, if I go on a smaller time frame, it will show a clear entry. If I'm looking at too much of a bigger time frame. Okay, perfect. Huge bullish engulfing candle. I want to come back near pretty much into the zone. I could take the entry, and another reason to hold this trade when I get another confluence, another bullish candle. I'm already in the trade by then. A bullish candle over here, and market just flies up. So on average, right? Look at this. I'll give you an example. Normally, okay, this is a 1 to 5, almost. Let's just make it 1 to 5. Pretty much here, 1 to 5, 1 to 5. I know the 4.94s, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I know on average, this is a, pretty much a 1 to 5 on average, right? So I can do 2 things, right? But if you can notice here as well, something else is happening with the stop loss. This comes to risk management. Let's just say I've collected, let's just say these are pretty much 100 trades, right? I've collected my data. Now, okay, so what I can, that's the alarms, apologies. Okay, so let's just say I've collected, this data here. Let's just say I'm just looking at the bigger picture, 100 trades, right? On average, as you can see, look at my stop loss here, guys. Whenever I enter a trade, my losing trade, and by the way, I've already added giving the market the benefit of the doubt. I'll give it 10% drawdown, right? Plus this loss, 11% drawdown. But look at this, guys. Your winners turn instantly. You must have heard the saying. The good trades turn profitable instantly. The losses, the bad trades go into negative instantly, right? If you look at this, look at my winning trades. How often do they go into drawdown? Think about it, guys. How often do they go into drawdown? So this one hardly doesn't. This one maybe goes round about halfway line. This one goes about halfway line as well. But the entry would be around this area. Yeah, pretty much. Well, this one's pretty much okay now. This one's clean, and this one's clean. So I'll give you an idea of a risk management method you can do. once you enter a trade, and if you look at this losing trade here, it goes instantly to drawdown and it takes me out instantly, right? So one method you can do, every time you enter a trade, just move it to half, right? Move it to half instantly when you're in the trade, but you're still risking 1% per trade, right? But as soon as you enter the trade, move the stop loss to half. So you've already removed half of your risk, but you're still leveraging that full 1%. How powerful is this? Now I'll tell you why this is very powerful. Suppose I get a 1 to 7, I've gained a full 7%, but if I lose the trade, I've only lost 0.5%. Now why is this powerful? Let me give you an example here. Suppose you lost, I don't know, let's just say, let's just come up with something insane, 10 trades in a row. Let's just say I've lost 10 trades in a row. But bearing in mind, every time I was leveraging 1%, but every time I was losing, I was only losing 0.5%. Now, let's just say, how much do I need to become break even now to restore that 10, minus 10? I don't need a 1 to 10. I need a 1 to 5. I only need to do half the work. I just need a 1 to 5 RR. Why? Because remember, I'm still leveraging that full 1%. Because every time I lost 10 trades, so I lost 5% because I was losing 0.5% at a time. So I only need a 1 to 5 cover all that. That's one method. What I show risk management, the number 2 method is, guys, you've probably heard me mention this many times, is what I show to my students as well. You risk 0.5% when you start a brand new fresh account challenge. This is exactly what I do as well. I apply different methods time again. 0.5%. Once I'm in profit, you risk 1% per trade. You pass the finish line. It's much easier. If you're in drawdown, you got 20 lifelines, you got 20 trades at your disposal. Is much harder to push you off the cliff. That's why risk management is king, guys. Everything here works hand in hand. Nothing is going to work without the other. If I remove any of these, let's just say I apply risk management, I remove my discipline, it's not going to work. If I remove discipline, that everything collapses, right? I won't journal on time. I might journal after a week. How bad do you want it? Obsession. If there's no, even discipline is a huge part of your obsession as well, guys. How often are you turning up to the charts every single day? The obsession and discipline come hand in hand. Patience. If I'm not patient, none of this is going to work. I won't be patient to hold a trade 1 to 7, or I won't be, if I'm not patient, I'll just take impulse entries. I'll take, if I'm impatient, I'll frustration as well, impatient, I'll just over risk, over trade. Everything here, guys, can only work on these, and I promise you this. Collect your data, know where you're going wrong, right? Collect your on average. I keep my stop losses, everything, and my TP is exactly the same. Of course, the market changes, the market's going to change, and on volume, what I'm trying to say, my stop loss does not always be the same coming to month. Every month is different. I normally have a bigger stop loss because volatility is a little bit extra when it comes to the end of the year and New Year. When it comes to like August, you get a lot of choppiness. It's one of the worst months, probably the worst month for trading. So normally my advice, just avoid that avoid the month. But what I've seen with my strategy, because it's based on key levels and combining with support resistance, what I've seen that is it still works and I was still profitable. Some of the students, still catch your 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s, 1 to 6, depending on what you're trading, right? But it's and the other months, you just want to, if there's low volume in the markets, reduce the size of your stop loss. There's more volume in the markets, increase the size of your stop loss. I've got 3 stop losses for GJ: 9 pips, 12 pips, 15 pips. I didn't have a dream that one day, I'm going to choose these. No, I've done collecting my data, as you can see on GJ here, and that's how I apply it. Now it's all about, guys, putting time in as well. I should have added this as well. Well, this is part of patience, isn't it? You gotta have, if I put patience, and let's just put as well time. This is a time thing, guys, as well. It's not gonna happen overnight. If you ain't got the patience, this ain't gonna work. It's not your average video where I just go into, showing where to take entries from and all that. I think this was super important. Try it, check it. I mean, it was able to make me 700k, 400. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, guys. If I came into a room with you guys, I guarantee it, you guys might be 100 times smarter than me. If I've made this work, guys, I have no doubt you can too. Keep grinding, keep hustling. Take care, and I'm out.